All right, we are back with the Screen Team, and we're getting ready to review the latest Pixar film. This one is the third in the trilogy of Cars. That's right, we're going to be doing Cars 3 for you this evening, and it's, of course, starring Owen Wilson, Chris Cooper, Nathan Fillion does a voice, and, of course, you can't forget about Larry, the Cable Guy. And to help us review this film is Angie. And, Angie, I'm curious, Cars, the whole trilogy. Are you a fan of the first two Cars films?
I actually am. I know that number two was sad not to do as well, but I think that's a good Sunday movie watch when you're just like, relaxing.
All right, so we got Cars 3, and basically this one kind of brings us back full circle a little bit. We're back with Lightning McQueen. He is a veteran racer, and you kind of notice from the start that he's doing pretty good. He's kicking butt. He's beating everybody, but his competition really isn't that, really not that tough until a new rookie comes in by the name of Jackson Storm, and of course he causes a lot of problems for Lightning McQueen. What were your initial thoughts on Cars 3? Was this a film that you enjoyed?
I personally enjoyed this film. I think it's kind of more directed to maybe the teen/older adults. As you said, he's kicking butt, and then a younger, newer, brand new car comes in, and it's like, oh goodness, I'm old. So it's kind of like a coming of age movie that I know a lot of us who are of the older a 30 plus crowd have come to realize. Like, you start getting glitter strands in your hair. You don't move as fast as maybe some younger soccer player, if you're a sport or a sportsman or whatever. So I think it's that kind of coming to age movie that the older audience can refer to, can identify with.
I'm curious, out of the three Cars films, where do you rank this one?
I would probably rank it second. The first one is still the best in my book, and then number two is the third.
I thought it was kind of interesting. I know that you said that you liked Cars 2, but a lot of folks weren't a fan of it, and one of the reasons was because they took a secondary character like Larry the Cable Guy and put him at the forefront of the movie. But in Cars 3, you don't see Maynard too much. He's got a few scenes here and there, but he definitely is not driving this film. What did you think about the absence of Maynard?
I guess I really didn't miss him. I mean, Larry the Cable Guy is funny, but you had other characters that, did lead the way. You had Luigi going with Lightning McQueen, and so he brought another character to it. And Luigi's character, I mean, he has funny bits at times. I mean, he's more of a dry sense of humor, but yeah, I mean, just different personalities altogether. You also had Career Ramirez, the yellow car.
Yeah, I'm curious. What did you think about Cruz? You had said this is a coming of age story, but it's not just for Lightning McQueen. It's also for Cruz's character. What did you think about Cruz?
I thought she was a good character, and she was kind of learning to find her way. And she's like, we have all this new equipment, and you got to run on the treadmill, and Lightning McQueen is getting her back to, older times where it's not high-powered stuff. It's going out and feeling the sand in your tires and, going to a drag race show and, running for your life. So, I mean, those were funny parts there where she realized, hey, I have the ability in me to be a racer, even though people have knocked me for ages saying I couldn't do it. I'm not the best, I don't have the most technology and stuff. I can still be what I want to be and prove it to people.
Another new character is the character of Sterling. He plays kind of a big boss mogul guy who buys out Rusty's. And I mention him because it was voiced by Nathan Fillion, and you're a huge fan of Nathan, right?
I was.
Oh, you was? You're not anymore?
No, he jerk, and he basically is a jerk, and he canceled the Castle show. So I think this character fit him well.
So you don't like Nathan Fillion anymore, huh?
No, because Castle's canceled.
Well,
That's a whole nother show.
it was on for like 10 years. How much longer do you want it to be on?
The way that it ended and all that hype was bad.
My goodness. No love for...
So I think this is a perfect character for him.
No love for Nathan Fillion. All right, Ange, I'm curious. Cars 3, when it comes out on home video, is this something that you're going to put in your collection? Because I know you're a fan of Disney. I know you're a fan of Pixar. But is this one gonna make the trip home?
It might. I liked it. I mean, we have other outlets now, and if it comes to Netflix, Disney has a lot of stuff with Netflix, so I can watch it on there for a while.
So you're gonna wait patiently, is what you're telling me?
Yes, I'm going to wait patiently.
All right. Do you recommend this to folks? Do you think? Obviously, I think little kids are going to like it, but do you think adults will find any joy out of this movie?
I think adults are going to. I think it pertains more to adults. I enjoyed it. I like the coming of age, and hey, you're getting a little bit run down, and Lightning didn't want to end on anybody else's terms. He wanted to end on his. So I think the adults will like it. The kids, I would probably recommend getting it on video if they're under 5. Luke was with us, and he was getting scared of her, and I don't think there was enough action. I think there was a lot more talking. And there was also another little boy who was not very into the movie itself, but his older sisters were. So
very good. The movie is called Cars 3, and it's the latest from Pixar. Angie, thanks for being on the show. I appreciate you.
Sure. And for those Disney fanatics out there, look for the hidden Mickeys on Cars 3.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Was there any that you noticed? Any hidden features? Was the Toy Story truck in there?
Yeah, I didn't see it. Our mom did. And on the look at the Sterling office door, if you know A113, that's the studio that everybody started at for animation, and that was on Sterling's door. Also, there was a Cinderella carriage in Sterling's office.
Awesome, cool. We'll have to check that out on the special features when it finally hits Blu-ray. Angie, thanks again for being on the show.
Sure.
All right, we'll be back next Saturday with another edition of the Screen Team. We're all about giving you movie reviews, and remember, we want you to know before you go.